Good morning, Summit Academy. Welcome to Spanish. It is Monday, May 11th, 10 o'clock in the morning. So it is time for another class, another Spanish class. Hope everyone is doing well, staying warm. It's very cold. Can't believe here in Canton it actually snowed over the weekend. I don't know if you guys got snow where you live, but we had snow on Sunday morning, I think yesterday morning. No, Saturday morning. We woke up and we had snow on the ground. I couldn't believe it. May 9th, we had snow. So it's very cold today. It's kind of dreary outside. So hopefully you're staying warm, staying inside. Hope you had a good Mother's Day. El Dia de la Madre is Mother's Day in Spanish. So I hope you enjoyed Mother's Day. We're able to celebrate a little bit at least with your mother or your grandmothers or aunts or whoever you could get together with. So we will give another minute or so to anybody who wants to join us live. If you're here, go ahead and say something in the chat, and I can see that you're here. Boy, I need a haircut. So hopefully I'm still live. Hopefully I'm still broadcasting. So I looked at the calendar today, and I can't believe that we only have 3 weeks left of school. Can you believe that? 3 weeks, which means for my Spanish classes, we have 6 classes left. And that's going to go by very fast. So in the next 6 classes, we're going to try to wrap some stuff up, try to hopefully end on a complete feeling of what we've accomplished this year. I know it's been a weird year, but yeah, 6 weeks, or I'm sorry, 3 weeks, 3 weeks, 6 classes left. It's unbelievable to think about. But okay, so we're gonna get started in colors. Okay, because it's one of those things. If you don't think about it, it's just gonna leave your brain. All right, so if I put a color on this whiteboard here, all right, verde. All right, see who can. If you know what verde is, type your guess. Right now, I think there's only two or three people here right now. So if you're here and you think you know what verde means, go ahead and type a guess. Okay, I'll give you guys about 10 seconds to take a stab at verde. It's a color. That's my hint. So you remember what verde was. Go ahead and type what you think it is. 5 seconds left. All right, verde is green. All right, verde is green. What about this one? Azul. What do you think azul means? Take a stab, type in your answer, your guess. Azul, this is another color. I just want to make a quick review of some colors. Type in the chat if you know what azul means. 8 seconds. Azul is blue, the color of this marker, azul. All right, azul is blue. What about rojo? Rojo. Not Rojo, right? Rojo. Good, Brianna. I'm sorry, there must be a delay in the video, so if I go on too fast, I don't get to see your answer in time, I apologize. But what about rojo? Okay, azul was blue. Rojo, what about rojo? So the faster you can type it, the sooner I can hopefully see it. Hopefully, there you go, Brianna. Good, red. Brandon said red. Good job. So rojo is red. Nice one. Let me think what else we got. Oh, here's a fun one. The longest word for a color that we've ever done. Anaranjado. Anaranjado. Okay, long word. Here's my hint for you. A naranja is a fruit, and the fruit is this color. So that's my hint. All right. Anaranjado is a color, and naranja is a fruit. That's also this color. So see if you can guess anaranjado. Brianna's got it. Good job, Brianna. Anaranjado is orange. Now, the word I was telling you, naranja is the fruit. an orange, right? So this is the fruit for naranja is an orange. Now, some teachers and some textbooks will tell you that that's how to say orange, and I don't agree. I think that that's the that's the fruit. So that's the easy way out, right? The real color that the real name for the color is anaranjado. All right. So if you say naranja, people will understand what you're talking about, but it's kind of like the cheap, lazy way out, right? Naranja is what you eat. Anaranjado is the color of naranja. Okay. So let me think. What else do we got here? Here's one. Hope you can read my awful handwriting. Blanco. Blanco. All right. The quicker you type, the faster we can see it. Hopefully, I don't leave you behind. Blanco looks like the word blank, right? So think of a sheet of paper that's blank. Blanco. Six seconds I give you. Brandon's got it again. Good job, Brandon. Brandon got it too. Blanco is white. All right. And for me, what helps me think of that is think of like a blank piece of paper. A blank piece of paper or a blank whiteboard, right, is Blanco, right? White. What else do we got here? Try to get a little more. Here's one for you. This is going to be a tougher one. All right. Morado. Morado. There's no hints I can give you for this one. Either you know it or you don't. It's my wife's favorite color. It doesn't help you at all, but my wife's favorite color is Morado. Morado. Remember, anything that ends with an O can also be changed to an A. So this could be morada if what we're talking about is feminine, or morado. All right. Brandon got it. Brandon, any guess? Morado. Brandon got it correct. Morado is purple. Okay, purple is morado. That's one of those tough ones where it doesn't look like purple, doesn't sound like purple. Either you know it or you forget it. So another common color that people like a lot is. There's two ways to say this one. All right, two ways to say this one: rosado or rosa. Okay, both of these words mean the same thing. It's a color. Common color that you see on on flowers, or I don't know, on clothing sometimes. Rosado or rosa. And Brown got it again. My hint that I always give is you think of like rosy cheeks. If your cheeks are rosy or rosado or rosa, your cheeks become pink, right? Brandon got it and Brianna got it. Good job. So rosado or rosa both mean pink. I usually get confused with that one because it looks like rose, and rose, in my knowledge, are red. So I would get confused with rosa if thinking of rose, but both of you got it pretty good, pretty fast. So that's good. What colors am I missing here? Ooh, I know a good one. It's a city in Texas, but it also means, I'm not going to tell you. I almost told you what it means. That'd be too easy. All right. Amarillo. Not Amarillo. Americans will say Amarillo for the city in Texas, but it's actually in Spanish, Amarillo. Remember the two L's here make a Y sound. Amarillo. Amarillo. Right? Amarillo is a color. See if you remember what color that was. Brandon got it. Good job, Brandon. You guys are getting fast. Yep, Brandon got it too. Good. So as you both answered, yellow is the correct answer. What helped me remember this is yellow. The word yellow has two L's in it, as does amarillo, right? Yellow is spelled Y-E-L-L-O. This has two L's together in it too. If that helps, that helps. If not, that was just my silly memory trick. Trying to think. Did we cover them all? Ooh, here's one. There's so many colors. All right. This one should be easy. Cafe. There's supposed to be an accent over the E. You really can't see it. My marker, there we go. Cafe. Now, in our places around town, we said that cafe can mean a coffee shop, right? Well, it's also a color. So that should be a hint for you, right? Cafe could mean color, or it could mean a coffee, or it could be this color. Brandon got it. Good job, Brandon. So cafe is something you drink. It means coffee. It can mean coffee shop, or it could be the color of coffee, like you both have guessed. Cafe is brown, right? Another common color, another word for brown you'll see a lot is this word, marron. Once again, my accent doesn't show up really well. Marron also can mean brown, all right? Marron. Now, for me, I have a hard time rolling my R's. Marron, like they're supposed to roll these R's, which if you can do it, fan R's. So I usually stick to cafe. It's easier for me to say. So both of these mean brown. You can pick which one you want to use. All right. If you think of fun I haven't talked about yet, you could type it. Give me something. I feel like that's most of the colors. Here's one for you. All right. What about negro? Negro. Yeah, Brandon, you and I are on the same page. Yep, you and I are on the same page, Brandon. So the only color I think we haven't touched upon yet is negro. Brandon, you know what it is. And Brianna, you probably remember as well. Now, this one we always talk about because 8th graders are uncomfortable talking about this. In American English, this is a bad word. People don't say this word anymore because it has racial connotations to it, and that makes people uncomfortable, as it should. But in Spanish, it's simply the color, right? We would still call a white person a white person. We would still call a black person, and it's not a bad thing, right? Negro in Spanish is just a color. There's no racial connotations to it whatsoever. Unfortunately, American English has that connotation to where it's not okay to say that you can't call someone this in English, right? Because then you'll get beat up or shot at or called a racist, which you should be. So we don't use this word to call someone a racial, word. But in Spanish, negro is just the color, right? I'm wearing pants that are negro, right? It's just the color, the cloth color of the material. So this one always makes people uncomfortable, and it's just because American history has been so, uncomfortable sometimes. So negro is black. Blanco is white. I'm trying to think. I'm looking around my dining room trying to figure out what colors we didn't do yet. I think we did them all the ones that we taught anyway. So that was a good review of those colors. You see, at least Brianna and Brandon, you guys seem to be really, really up to date with those still. That's really good. They're still locked in your brain. So if you watch this at a later time, test yourself, okay? Don't just kind of watch it in a vegetative state and zone out, right? Try to watch this and see if you still know those colors, all right? Brandon and Brianna do. So if you watch this later, try to test yourself, see if you know what those colors were, okay? I apologize if I forgot any colors. I don't think I did. But pink, we did pink. Anyway, so what I wanted to pick up from last Wednesday, we started this worksheet last Wednesday. Obviously, I said this was from the first blizzard bag, which means Brandon, I think you turned this in already. Brianna, I think you might turn it in as well. I don't know if you actually did it, but this, for both of you guys, unfortunately, you will not have this physical paper with you, okay? But that doesn't mean we can't still work through it, okay? On Wednesday, we did the first 5, right? Yeah, 5. And what this is talking about is remember the whole idea behind saying that you're going to do something, right? Ir means to go, which means, as a review, yo voy means I go or I'm going. Tu vas means you go or you're going, right? This is a review. Él va, he goes, he's going. Ella va, she goes or she is going. Usted va, you in a polite way, you are going. And then we got nosotros vamos, we go or we are going. And then ellos van, ellas van, they go. All right. So when you put that verb van or ir or voy or vas or whatever with the letter a, and then another action, and then infinitive action, you can make a whole sentence that says I'm going to do something without having to use the future tense, right? So it's like I'm saying I'm going to do something. I'm as they say in the South, I'm fixing to do something. My dad's family is from Texas, and they always say I'm fixing to do this. And us in Northerners, we like, what does that mean? I don't know if either of you have heard I'm fixing to do something, but that's how they say it in the South, that you're going to do something, right? So this is the same thing, saying that you're planning to do something. On the Wednesday, we did the first 5, right? Let's try number 6, and then we'll try the bottom half of this paper, which I have an activity that we're going to do with a dice, that we're going to randomize it and kind of see what comes up, make your own sentences, okay? So number 6. Let's see, I'm gonna fold this so it's easier for me to see what I'm showing you. So for number 6, like I said, both of you turned this in already. Brandon, I think you even attempted this on your own, which I applaud you for doing since we never actually learned this in the first Blizzard bag. But so neither of you have this. That's why I'm kind of, I know you can't really do this with me. But number 6 said this. It says, mi madre. Hey, fitting since we're just talking about Mother Day. Mi madre, and then we got the ear and ah. So my mom, mi madre, ear and ah. And what is she going to do? She's going to cuidar a mis hermanos, take care of my siblings, right? Cuidar a mis hermanos. So you want to say my mother is going to take care of my siblings, right? So the first thing we do is we just write down the subject, which is mi madre, my mother, right? You just copy that down. Now, as far as mi madre, who is mi madre? Is that yo? Is that I? No. Is it you? No, you're not my mom. I'm not talking to you. To you is my mom, right? Mi madre, it's a woman, right? The word for a woman is ella, she, right? So I don't have unprepared. To say she goes is ella va, right? So next mi madre, we're gonna write the word va, V-A, right? And that means she goes, right? Mi madre va. And as you know, we always use after the word ear, after or after va. She is going to what? She is going to cuidar a mis hermanos. So you're going to copy the rest of that down. All right. And before you know it, we have a whole sentence in Spanish. All right. So here's what it looks like all completed. Mi madre va a cuidar a mis hermanos, right? That means my mother is going to take care of my siblings. I would sure hope so, right? Mi madre va a cuidar a mis hermanos. All right. So like I said, there you go. We did all the rest of them on Wednesday. I hope this makes sense for you. What we're gonna do now on the bottom half of this sheet, I'll show you here in a minute. Let me. I wish I could just share my screen like Mr. Fitz does. Other teachers do that too, I'm sure, but my computer is so old, it doesn't let me do it. All right, still can't see. So I don't think your paper really even had this. I feel like it got cut off or something in the printing. I don't think the original paper had this because when I got them back, they were like, I don't know. Please hold, I'm trying to make this the easiest for me to show for you guys. All right, so let's see if this works. There we go. So originally it said, you're going to use anything out of this box plus ear, plus anything out of this box to make your own sentences. Well, I'm not with you guys right now. I'm not going to expect you guys to try to make your own sentences because I can't help you if you get stuck, and I can't, watch as you go through the process. So what we're going to do is here's, they gave us 4. I made 2 more, 5 and 6, right? So you have yo, which is I. Tú, which is you. Nosotros, which is we. Usted, which is you in a polite way. We've got él, which is he, right? And we've got ellas, which is they, and the girls, okay? On this side, they gave us 4 as well, 4 things to choose from. They said caminar con el perro, which means to walk the dog. We got pintar, which means to paint. We've got ver la televisión, right? Watch television. We've got andar and, did I say that right? Yeah, andar and bicicleta, to take a bike ride. You gotta go for a bike ride. And then I added 2 more to make it 6. So I have jugar los videojuegos, which means to play video games. And then 6, which means dormir, which means to sleep. All right. The reason I added 2 more is because what I would like to do is I have this dice tray and a die. All right. I'm gonna roll the dice. And based on whichever number comes up is the subject we're going to pick. Then we're going to use ear plus ah. Then we're going to use another dice roll to figure out what that person is going to do. All right. So I know you can't really see. Can I tilt this down? There we go. Here's my dice tray. All right. I'm going to give it a nice roll. And what came up is number 3. All right. So If we look back at this, the third thing here is nosotros. So for number 1, I'm going to write nosotros. Because that's what the dice told me to. All right. So there's that. Nosotros. All right. Next thing we got to do is look at this. So what's the nosotros form of ear? Do you remember? Yo is voy. Tú is vas. Él es va. Ella es va. Usted es va. Nosotros is, if you know it, type it. Nosotros is, you say we go or we are going. Nosotros vamos, right? We are going. So close, Brandon. Vas is for you. Tú vas, right? But for nosotros, for us, for we, it's going to be vamos. Thanks for trying, though. Nosotros vamos. And then as reminded here, we always put a after ear. So we're going to put a next. Vamos a. And now we've got to roll the dice. There's my a, right? Vamos a. We're going to roll the dice to see which action we're going to do in the future. All right. So once again, my dice tray here. I guess I can get the paper out of the way. My dice tray. I just do this so it doesn't, this dice doesn't go flying across the room. I'm gonna roll it, and we got number 1. Right? Number 1. Yep. So what does number 1 say? Number 1 over here says caminar con el perro. So the easy part now is we just got to copy that. Caminar con el perro. So we're going to tack that onto our sentence. Nosotros vamos a, and then write the answer for number 1. Caminar el perro. Walk the dog. All right. And that's our full sentence that the dice generated for us. Nosotros vamos a caminar el perro. So we are going to walk the dog. Right. Nosotros vamos a caminar el perro. We are going to walk the dog. All right, so hopefully that makes sense. And then we're going to do this hopefully 3 more times. If we have time, we're going to do this 3 more times. We're going to roll the dice and see what kind of random sentences we get assigned. So once again, for the first roll, we're going to roll to see which subject. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. All right, so let's see what the dice tell us to do. Let's pull this out here. Give a nice roll. We got number 1. All right. Number 1, can you see that? Number 1? All right. So number 1 in that first box was yo. Okay. Yo. Yo is what? What is yo? Yo is I, right? So how do I say I go or I am going? All right. I wrote yo because that's what the dice told me to. Now we're going to go over here. Ear. How do I say I go? I am going. Yo, what? Nice guess, Brandon, but not quite. We've conjugated this verb a few times over the past couple weeks. If you have one of those conjugation tables, feel free to use it. Now we can just kind of peek if you need to. But to say yo, I go or I am going, it's yo voy. All right, you were close, Brandon, because va is for he or she, right? But yo voy means I go. All right. And as is reminded here, we're going to put an A next. Yo voy a. I'm going to what? Yo voy a. And to find out what we're going to do, we're going to roll the dice again. And we're going to see which number comes up for the action we're going to do. Hopefully it's a different action. Or hopefully we're not going to walk the dogs again. Right? So let's see what comes up with this one. Number 2. All right. So number 2, which means, if you look at the list here, number 2 is nice and short and simple. Pintar. Pintar means to paint, right? So all we got to do is copy pintar at the end of our sentence. And that's our whole sentence. So we got the sentence, yo voy a pintar. Yo voy a pintar. What this means is, I am going to paint, all right? How we would probably say in English, since we talk kind of fast, we would say, I'm going to paint, right? I am no good at paint. I'm no good at art. But that's what the dice told us to write, right? Yo voy a pintar. I'm going to paint. All right. So let's do number 9, the fourth one. We're going to roll the dice to see who the subject is for this one. All right. So let's see what we get. Number 5. Número cinco. All right. So if you look back at this page, what is number 5? Number 5 is one that I had to fill in, right? Because I went to 4. Number 5 is the word L. All right. L is what? What is L? All right. L. What is L? It's not I. It's yo. It's not tu. It's you. What is L? L is he. Okay. So now, Brandon, if I asked you what's the correct way to say he goes, yes, Brandon, you're ahead of the game. Va. El va. Good job. So Brandon was ready to go with that one. El va. He goes. Or he is going. All right. So nice job, Brandon. El va. He is going. In case you couldn't see it, make sure there's an accent over that E to make sure it's he, right? El va. Always add the A. Next. El va a. He is going to do what? So now we're going to roll the dice, see what action he's going to do. All right. Here's the dice roll. And we get number 6. Número 6. All right. So number 6, if you look back at the list, is an action that I had to write in. Once again, we got lucky. It's a nice short action. Number 6 is dormir. Dormir, which means to sleep. Okay. Dormir. So he is going to sleep. Él va a dormir. He is going to sleep. All right. Él va a dormir. He is going to sleep. All right. So we have time for one more. We're going to roll the dice to see who our subject is going to be this time. We got number 3. Número 3. Hopefully you can see that. Number 3. All right. Number 3, if you look at our subjects, number 3 is nosotros again. We already had that one once, so we know it's, we know what to write, right? Nosotros, as a review, if we want to say we go or we are going, I wrote it already. I don't know if you can remember, but nosotros, we are going, right? Nosotros vamos, it's the same as number 6 or 7 or whatever this is, 7. Nosotros vamos, always put a next, right? A comes next. And we're going to roll that dice to see what they're going to do in the future. We had 6 already. Dormir. We're not going to use that again. All right, number 5. Number 5. All right. As a review, number 5 on this side is one that I wrote in. Jugar los videojuegos. Jugar los videojuegos, which means to play video games. All right. Brandon, you got it. Good job. We're going to add on our future action, jugar los videojuegos. And that's our full sentence. All right. Nosotros vamos a jugar los videojuegos. Nosotros vamos a jugar los videojuegos. All right. We are going to play video games. Probably pretty accurate for you guys, right? I'm playing a lot of video games myself. So hopefully that helped today. A nice kind of randomized way to make sentences in Spanish, saying what you're going to be planning on doing in the future, okay? As a review, make sure you're working on this if you haven't finished this already, all right? I got an email from a student today saying that they never got Spanish stuff in their Blizzard bags, so if you haven't received Spanish stuff, please let me know as soon as possible, and we can make that, make that happen for you. So if you're not working on this yet, please get started. You have a country assigned to you. Find out the information, research it, color it, make it colorful, and then get the information done. You only have to do one of the 3 templates. Don't do it 3 times. Just pick a template and fill in the information. Okay. With that being said, I hope you guys have a good Monday, and I hope you guys stay warm and safe. And I'll be back on Wednesday morning at 10 o'clock. So I will see you then. Have a great week. Have a great day, and stay safe.